Welcome, Virgo Libra, to your Astro Dice reading for June. I hope you friends are doing great out there. Okay, guys, let's get in here and see what's going on. We do have a Mercury retrograde on the 29th, along with the full moon in Capricorn. Okay, so let's see what's going on. I will be doing both those readings, so stay tuned for those towards the end of the month. Best house. Ooh, you got the 5th house coming out. Right there. Yep, you can see that. Some Taurus energy. Ooh, slow and steady wins the race over here. Productive. And with the moon. I like the moon in this because this is going to be opening your heart with the emotional fulfillment. I like that. Beautiful moon energy. Let's go over here, get the moon. Your unconscious, sensitive inner emotions and responses. Doing it Taurus style. This is seeking stability, long-lasting value. Slow and steady, relaxed. And then, of course, in the 5th house, love, romance, where you create things. Encourages passion, self-expression. Okay, guys, let's get in here and see what's going on. Going straight to the beginning of the month. And this situation takes place at the beginning of the month, the end of the month, end of the month. Okay. Do you have the 3 of Wands coming out? Herald of Swords. And the 2 of Wands. Wow. Let's get some clarifiers on this. This month is already beginning with an important choice coming out for sure. The 3 of Wands, waiting for something, expecting something. You have Herald of Swords coming in with this clear message. Clarify on the situation. King of Swords. 2, the Lovers. Talk about choices. Okay. Could be choices in love or whatever your passions and desires are. So that, you know, I mean, this is having some kind of conversation that's coming through to help you see the future more clearly. Whether it's a relationship with the Lovers, a creative adventure, a hobby, something you want to create, someplace you want to go that brings out the passions, like the beach, maybe you're going to the Bahamas, going on holiday, but something that's long-term that actually aligns with your vision and what you want. But having this beautiful conversation about it could be conversating with this Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, have Gemini. So definitely could be an earth sign, could also be a fire sign, got a lot of fire up there as well. It doesn't matter who it is, but it's definitely saying, hey, let's have this conversation. And this is like this anticipation that you know that you're waiting for this person to come. You're waiting for them to open up. You're waiting to hear from them. And here they come. Right? Here they come to speak their truth. To say, hey, this is what it is. But I do feel like they're going to make things very clear for you. So that way it gives you a better look at things and a very clear vision. Wow. It could have been that they were doing this very slow. So you're kind of like, come on, hurry up, right? But maybe they need to get their emotions in together as well, especially if you're talking about a love situation, right? It could be planning the next move as well. Wow, guys. So let's go ahead and get into the mid-month, see what's going on. 3 of Pentacles. Yep, because you're building the world. This is changing everything in the mid-month. Whatever was said is changing everything and shaping everything around. No longer looking at the 5 of Cups in reverse. Look at that 5 of Cups. Yeah! No longer looking at the 5 of Cups. You're no longer feeling like you're out in the cold. You're no longer feeling like I don't have what I need. No, that shifted everything around. Let's clarify on that. Yep, Five of Swords in reverse. Wow. That was all. You only got one on that one. That's fine. Let's see which we have coming in for July. What do we got? We have the Chariot to the King of Pentacles. You guys could be dealing with a Taurus too, and a Cancer. So for some of you, I'm picking up on you're either dealing with a Leo, or could be an Aries. For others of you, it could be another Libra, a Gemini, could even be Aquarius, Taurus, and Cancer is really what I'm getting over here, guys. Could even be Capricorn, for sure. But, yeah, Three of Pentacles, here we go. For some of you, it could even be an apology that you're waiting for somebody. With that Five of Swords in reverse saying we no longer have conflict. So it's almost like if they didn't apologize and say what they wanted to say, I was going to close this down. Because I do see Five of Swords as conflict. So you could have been waiting for the truth, for the apology to come through, so that you could rebuild, or see if you even wanted to build. So I mean, there's some healing and completion coming through. Three of Coins is that collaboration, teamwork, feeling like, you know what, my personal goal, whatever this is, it's actually coming together and we're working as a team now. Like I said before, there could have been some fighting. They apologized, come through. Now you guys are back to square one. Yeah, because there's something closing over here, carrying emotional weight, but it's come up full circle with the world. So it's like everything is working towards where it needs to be, so that you can finish up that piece of your chapter to get on to the next piece of the chapter. So this is very, very good. A beautiful healing energy with the Five of Cups, guys. Whatever you were focusing on that felt lost is beginning to lift. After you have this situation, whether you felt like this person wasn't going to tell you their true feelings, or they wouldn't apologize, or however it is, come forward. Let's put it that way. It could have felt like it was lost, and now everything's turning around beautifully with the world to the Five of Cups, saying it's turning towards the possible. Okay. Now it's more possible that we can collaborate and get on with our lives and get on to what we need to get to. Okay. Whether you're going to take them back or not, you know, if it was a fight, at least you can get on with your life and not feel like you had unfinished business. Or just being up in your head with your own mental, right? Fighting with yourself, that inner conflict. So, you know, those misunderstandings, resentment, old tensions, they're ready to be resolved, released, left behind. You're like, I don't need those anymore. I can move on. Okay, finding that peace. So there's definitely a chapter closing here in the mid-month, which is following with the support, okay, and release of the past, and somebody willing to work with you, willing to love you, however it is. So whatever caused disappointment no longer has the same hold on you. And it could even be that maybe you were just disappointed because maybe you're dating someone and they just won't say how they feel about you. They're holding, their tongue. They won't let you know where we're going in this relationship. Is this a relationship? Is it just a situationship? Not knowing where you stand, that causes frustration. So the Five of Swords could just be frustration. But the Five of Cups says, but that's disappointment, right? So, but all of that's leading. It's all going away. Okay. Even if it's a creative endeavor, you could have written a poem, did something creative, and it wouldn't get out on the market. It wouldn't go anywhere, and now somebody's finally seeing it. They want to cooperate. They want to buy this from you. Finally somebody steps forward and says, I love what you painted. I want that. Even though it's been sitting on the market for 5 months and no one's done anything, you're ready to throw it away, and now all of a sudden somebody steps forward and says something, right? I mean, that's all it is. But it's very rewarding. It's something that in July gets your chariot moving and could make you some money, or makes you feel like you're on this stable place where growth is happening and stability is happening for the long-term success, because this is that Taurus energy coming through. And that's that Cancer moon. the moon to the Taurus, and Chariot's moon to Taurus. So there's 2 exact cards rolling over into the 5th house for July for you. How beautiful is that? That's crazy. So let's get into the end of the month. It's, we already are starting to see it establish itself from the mid-month to July. That's why I do grab them mostly during the mid-month, because a lot of times they can start establishing and seeing what's going on from the mid-month to the next month. Not always the end of the month does that work. It just gets stronger, right? And talk about stronger, we have Herald of Pentacles. There it is. King of Pentacles to the Herald of Pentacles to the 2 of Cups. Whoa, hello, if this is love, there it all went. Boom, to the Ace of Cups. Wow. Okay, well, now we know why it's going so fast with the Chariot to the King of Pentacles. I mean, now we see it going from here to why it got there from the mid-month to July. And now in June, wow, we see it really take off to even be more empowering for that Chariot to run through at the end of the month. Wow. And I mean, you figure at the end of the month, this is a Mercury retrograde, so, okay. Mercury retrograde's like, nah, it's not going to mess with the 5th house for you, my friends. This is going to come right through. So let's grab a clarified. Ooh, it's like, do we even need a clarifier? We'll grab one anyways, but wow. Wheel of Fortune. You couldn't even. That's incredible. This is destiny. It's destined. There you go. Destiny coming in. Good luck, good fortune. Could be fated to happen one way or another. It was destined to happen this way. It was destined to unfold just this way. I mean, what an incredible ending, my friends. I mean, this is going to bring in that tangible opportunity, offer, a new beginning. This is that message of long-term potential. And it's showing that something real begins to take shape. You had the message, and now everything's unfolding the way it's supposed to. 2 of Cups. That partnership, mutual feeling, completely aligned with one another. This could definitely be romantic, creative, of course, business, whatever it is for you. You'll know exactly what it is. But it's connected, and it's a connection of complete, genuine. And whoever wants to give to you, you want to give back to them, and vice versa. It's built that way. 3 of Pentacles. It was building that whole time up. So it goes straight from, the 2 of Cups, and it says straight to the Ace of Cups. I mean, one of the most beautiful cards in the whole deck. I mean, this represents that emotional fulfillment, new love. Even if it's an old love and you guys were, hanging on by threads until that, got settled and resolved. It's now saying no, because it can build again strong on a whole different foundation. You're going to rebuild this love that once had problems into a new place of healing, joy, inspiration, and heart. Complete open heart with the wheel. If it's, your creative endeavor, it's like everything you're doing is like with your heart and soul, and people are going to, realize your talent. They're going to realize what you put into it. They're going to acknowledge your heart and soul that you're put into this relationship, to this creative endeavor, to what fun you want to go out and have. Just everything. There's all the feelings right there. But I love it because they're saying, I'm reciprocating your love. I'm giving it back to you tenfold. I see where it is, and I'm right there with you. I love what you're doing. I'm in love with you. I love your work, however. I love that you have fun, and I want to go have it with you. I mean, whatever's going on in that 5th house, There's mutual energy with the Two of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune, it's the divine timing. The events are unfolding naturally, and fate may just be bringing the right people and opportunities into your life at exactly the right moment. It was like it was meant to be this way. This was exactly the way it was supposed to unfold. See, we have it in our head exactly how things should unfold, but that's not the way the universe makes things unfold. The universe says with the Wheel of Fortune, it unfolds this way, right? Not always the way we envision. We vision things to happen a certain way, but it doesn't always take place 100% the way we envision. You let the universe have control, and they bring it away exactly the way it needs to be, right? One way or another. And of course, the way it's going to unfold for everybody is going to be different. I'm just giving you all the keys and all the tools, my friends, right? But the way it's going to unfold will be a little bit different for everyone. But the universe says it doesn't matter how it's going to unfold, Virgo, Libra. It's going to unfold the way it needs to unfold for each individual, for each one of you, the right way. That's why there's no 100% exact in these readings, because everybody's story is going to be a little different, right? That's why I said some of you already had the message, some of you are still waiting for the message, right? And then if it doesn't resonate with you, you may not get this message, and then you'll have to go watch your rising moon or Venus, right? Okay, my friends. And now we know why the Chariot and the King of Pentacles is here. What a beautiful reading. Until next time, peace and love, my friends. Bye-bye.